Usually we want someone who makes the same amount of money as us or more, whereas men usually date down. They are not hypergamous like we are. So a guy who's making the same amount of cash as you or more will usually have no issue dating a Starbucks barista if she's super cute and makes him feel like the biggest man on campus.
And I think that's one of the biggest things women don't understand. It's not about the money when it comes to us. We just want to be happy. Hey, what's up everybody? In this video, I want to talk to you guys about these clips that I have right here where the women are describing why it is harder for them to date when they are more successful than a man. And typically this happens when a woman matures with age. While this may sound like a good thing for women to have, you know, having your own things, being successful, and having this power and some type of name in the corporate world, a lot of men just don't care, including myself. You can have all the money in the world, but a lot of times it comes with problems, and we don't want those. So this is how I want to do this video. The first thing I want to do is play this clip out entirely so y'all can hear this woman's message. Then after that, I want to give y'all a brief overview from my own perspective about how I feel about it, because I've been through it with a woman that had money and how she tried to make me feel. And then the final thing I want to do is read y'all some of these comments the women left, because they was definitely upset with her telling the truth. And if you're rocking with your boy and you like my content, show me some love and make sure you hit that subscribe button.
What's your age?
Does it matter?
Absolutely.
All right, I'm 31. 33.
What's the biggest challenge you run into dating 30-year-old men?
They lie.
They're broke.
You're meeting broke men at 30?
I mean, I'm not meeting them, but there's multiple men out there that are broke.
So how much income should a 30-year-old guy be bringing in now in 2023?
100K
Over
plus.
100K, yeah.
100K minimum.
Do you think that's realistic?
Yeah.
If you put the effort in the hustle,
It's
into
very,
it,
it's very possible.
But do you know what percentage of the US is actually bringing in 100K?
Very low. I don't know the percentage.
About
but it's probably
10%
low.
probably. Like
10%.
Yeah.
So if it's 10% of the US, why is that the expectation at 30?
I don't know. We have that question. Tell us.
Are you yourself bringing in 100K as a woman?
I am, as a woman, more actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that makes you easier to date?
No, it's actually harder. So yes, women that are intelligent and make more money than men, it's harder to date.
Ladies, the more money you start to make, the harder it's going to be for you to find a partner, because we as women like to date up. Usually we want someone who makes the same amount of money as us or more, whereas men usually date down. They are not hypergamous like we are. So a guy who's making the same amount of cash as you or more will usually have no issue dating a Starbucks barista if she's super cute and makes him feel like the biggest man on campus. You probably are not going to date a Starbucks barista, let's be real. So this can mean that your dating pool is smaller. Also, you're competing with women who are probably younger than you, because to get to the point you've gotten to financially takes time. And they're more malleable, easily impressed, they're more in their feminine energy, maybe they're pretty. So you have a lot more competition as well. So what can you do to separate yourself from the pack? A few things. First, recognize that you're probably operating in your masculine energy, and men that you're going for do not want that. So you have to lean into your femininity. I have a whole course dedicated to this. It's linked in my bio, check it out. Second is you have to start investing in your appearance, because the more money a man makes, the more he's gonna prioritize that. He already has his wealth, he's looking for a feminine asset who looks good on his arm. So spend the money you're making on things like personal training, estheticians, cosmetic procedures, whatever you gotta do. And third, a lot of you don't want to hear this, but date older, okay? Because there's less competition with the older guys. Follow me for more dating tips, and good luck.
I agree with most of the stuff that the woman said, but the whole thing about the cosmetic surgeries and stuff like that, the BBLs and, you know, breast enhancement, I can care less about all that stuff. What I care about is companionship, compatibility, and, you know, some youthfulness, some playfulness, something coming from a woman. But as a woman gets older, they tend to get more serious, more aggressive, more steadfast in their ways, and most men don't like these competitive masculine features. Most men like easygoing, submissive women. I'm not saying that a woman has to do everything I say, but I don't want to have to argue with the woman 24/7. What man does? And like she said about the dating pool, I've seen successful women. I got older women in their 50s that's struggling because they don't want to compete against the younger women. They out here, you know, trying to enhance their body to look younger, but at the same time, the men in their bracket, in their age group, they don't want to deal with them. And unfortunately, these same women that's successful don't want to deal with the men that's in their age because they feel like the men have less than them. So yes, they are looking down on the man. They want a man to have even more. So these men are looking to date people that's younger, that's going to make it easier for them. So for all these women out here watching this video, be mindful of how you treat men, because in the end, if you keep sitting there trying to climb this ladder and knocking everybody down along the way, you will be alone. So let me hop to the comments. So in regards to why men avoid dating older and more successful, mature women, the first person said this: why is this woman qualified to give dating advice? Of course, it would be a woman upset because she doesn't want to hear the truth. The next woman said, thank God I'm black. We are always youthful. You saying that stuff now, but I'm telling you, I know women in their 50s that are trying to look like they are in their 30s and it's not working out for them. So stop playing games, find you a good dude and quit trying to run the streets. The next woman said this: great tips, but I'm not looking to compete with some 20-year-old. I'm 32 and I look better than when I was in my 20s. If a man wants me to start looking good and dress better, I drop him. That just shows that he's self-centered and he cares more about what other people thinks. You think he's going to love you when you're older? No. I don't date people and place my value of their opinion of my self-worth. I'm looking to be a power couple. You sound upset because you don't want to have to compete. A lot of these women don't want to have to work for nothing. This woman right here said, if I gotta change and make an effort for a man to like me, I don't want to do nothing. Okay then, when you be that cat lady from The Simpsons, 20, 30 cats running around the house when you 50-some years old, you won't be saying the same crap. You're gonna just be saying hateful men things like some of these other women out here. This guy said she missed the most important aspect of her own topic. Men don't care about money as much as women do when it comes to relationships. Men want a companion, someone who is sweet, beautiful, and caring. None of these attributes has anything to do with earnings. And he hit it exactly on the nail. Nobody care about how much money the woman making. I understand that the woman doesn't need to be sitting around the house 24/7, but at the same time, her finances and all the other stuff like that she brings to the table, we just want to be happy. But a lot of these older women think that if I get money, it's going to buy me happiness. You go get this happiness while becoming more aggressive and more masculine by the day. And then a final person said this: how about date in your league? Most men would like to date in their league, but most women, they rather date a man that's already at the finish line so they can cling on to him. The quote-unquote 32-year-old successful woman just said, I want to be a power couple. Typically when somebody says that, they expect the man to be making the same amount as them or more. But the guy before that said it's not about the earnings. That's why I say people don't ever listen. They hear what they want to hear. So for any man watching this video, what's the most important thing you want from a woman? Is it the money or the companionship? Leave a like, comment, or subscribe. This your boy Labz, and I'm out.